Don't laugh. Don't laugh at my voice.
Sorry.
I can't help it. I was raised in southern Minnesota. Well, good afternoon there, little shrimplings. So, we're introducing here. Oh no, here I gotta. Hey there, little shrimpling. Are you expecting to get the kind of education and training you need to succeed in the real world in some kind of technical college, or by getting an apprenticeship, or God forbid going to a liberal arts college, or some such thing as this? I mean, you're just not going to get the sort of training you need to succeed in this harsh world. And that's a tough lesson. So what I'm saying here is, I'm starting my own school where you're going to learn some horse sense, some common sense here. It's Jerome Anderson's Horse Sense School for young people. Is it, what are we going with there with the title? Jerome Anderson's Horse Sense School for young people. So my teaching strategy here is we're going to be simulating some real world scenarios here. These shrimplings here I got in the back. Some early enrollees for my horse sense school for young people here. Some young people here who want to learn so we're going to be simulating real world scenarios that you might have to deal with as a human being in the world. Real world simulation number 1. Paying taxes. I've got this here, this sort of official sort of book here for what appears to be financial purposes. It appears my test shrimplings back here are going to be simulating paying some taxes here as it would occur in the real world, as far as I can tell, as far as I'm concerned. So what they don't know is anything. They don't know anything, and neither do you. Son, what do you know? What the hell do you know? Alright, shrimplings, here's your task. We're going to be simulating paying some taxes here. So go ahead and, so get to it there. Oh, you don't have a pen or a pencil or nothing, do you? Hold on a second here. I gotta go get gotta go properly.
Does he know this is blank?
Properly acquire.
Yeah, are we going to get like sheets of things that we have to write in here? Or?
I don't know. So
I mean, because you have to have a little more information to fill out a balance sheet, as far as I'm aware.
Also, this is a balance sheet. He said something about taxes.
Yeah, that's
those are like W-2s and other kind of
Alright,
forms.
shrimplings, here the best I can do is this pink highlighter here. So you're gonna have to deal with that, because sometimes that's what you gotta do there, son. So alright, let's get to work there paying some taxes. Horse Sense School Simulation 1. Alright, let's go. Get to it, boys.
Because I don't. So just. Can we just write anything?
What? No, you're paying your taxes there.
Oh, right,
yep.
Of course.
Yeah.
So our income is 110 is equal to 7 or something.
I mean...
Oh, you never know what life's gonna throw at you, eh? Whoa! You can't expect nothing, can you? You gotta be ready for whatever life throws at you. Yeah, how do you like that, shrimpling? Yeah, that's what I thought. You weren't prepared, were you?
No,
that's what you call a sneak attack. Alright, so get back to paying your taxes there.
We still have to... There's no taxes in here for some amount of time, and then we can go back.
You want to play Hangman?
Yeah, sure.
Hope there's some real properly actualized tax paying occurring over here, I would hope. Quit it! You're making yourself a target again! Stop doing that! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! You're only making yourself a target! Okay, so we've successfully completed simulation number 1 here. We're going on to simulation 2. Buying groceries at the grocery store. We're going to simulate sort of the real world situation here that you could be put through in the world if you're sort of unfortunate and unlucky. You might experience this at some point in your life. Jerome Anderson's Horse Sense School for talented young people. Alright, so here we are, sort of in a sort of simulated grocery store here. We're actually in a Super 1 here, but that's not really a real store. That's kind of a hot take for you there. We're going to simulate grocery shopping for the benefit of these shrimplings here. This sort of practice as if you were to really be doing that sort of thing there. So I'm not really sure how this is done myself. It's just an unbelievably complicated system. Alright, so here we go. We're simulating grocery. Look, you weren't ready for that, were you? Oh, you weren't really anticipating that, were you? You never know what life's gonna throw at you. You gotta be really kind of on edge at all times and ready for anything there. Oh, and you thought you were gonna be spared, didn't you? But you never know what life's gonna throw at you. So that's sort of the tough lesson here with Jerome Anderson. Simulation 3 here. We're gonna be simulating courtship as it might occur in the real world.
Say what now?
So,
I didn't sign up for this.
in fact, you did sign up for this, actually, you did. So as to more accurately simulate the courtship behavior here that you may be confronted with in the world. So I've got this sort of woman's skirt sort of thing here to make me appear to be a woman here. So I'll be wearing that, this woman's apparel, this woman's clothing. And then I've got a wig here to make my hair appear longer so that it looks like I'm a woman, because that's how we just do this sort of distinction here in the West. So I'm going to be playing the part of the courtier, and my two little shrimplings here will be playing the part of courtiers who I'm asking to participate in this activity here. My friends, how we doing? How we doing?
We're doing fine.
That's great. They're doing so good here at my horse sense school. Visit www.Jerome's Horse Sensations to sign up for my horse sense school here for talented young folks here. Hold on, I gotta get into my sort of female character here. I'm Julie Andrews. All right, so here I am. I'm Joanna Anderson. So rather than use a flower as would be traditionally would be used in courtship, you've got a hand which I would say is equally appropriate. Okay, so I'm gonna present this to my first suitor here prior to, this is not the courtship thing. Do we got going? Hold on, I gotta get prepared here for the, I'm not gonna throw these at you or nothing. Don't worry. This is just part of the courtship thing here. Okay, so you gotta approach me. Imagine you have a tail and imagine it's between your legs. And now approach me, you weak incel beta cuck male little piece of garbage. Okay, so you're gonna need to sort of show your submission on the ground there. And then do a dance like a bird. You know the bird's mating dance? Yeah, like kind of like that. So that's sort of how you'd approach courtship. Let's kind of role play this here and simulate that. Oh, look at me, I'm a real desirable sort of mate. Okay, that's great. And whoa! Oh, look at that! Look at that! You're not worthy of love, you piece of garbage! Sometimes life will do that to you. Or, I mean, not me, certainly not me at any point in the past or anything like that. So now we're kind of resetting the scenario here so we can kind of simulate this with our second contestant here, potential suitor in the courtship sort of simulation. Here, take this. You're gonna need that. This doesn't really have, don't worry about that or anything there. It's just it's for later in the simulation. I'm not gonna throw it at you or nothing. So kind of present yourself as if you're a lizard or a frog or some sort of thing in a sort of a courtship scenario. Approach kind of in an uneven pit. Yeah, that's good. And then present me with your token of, that's great. And then, bam! You don't deserve to be happy. You don't deserve anything. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that'll happen sometimes in life. So bummer, huh? Real bummer for you, Jerome. What? Wait, hold on there. Who threw that? Was it you? See, now we got sort of a deductive logic problem here, scenarios. Who's the guilty one? The one accusing or the one looking very guilty? Who is it? Obviously the one accusing. That's how you sort of run through deduction there, the process of deduction. I'm kind of like Sherlock Holmes. Alright there, okay, so for simulation number 4, numbers 1 through 3 went real well, went real successfully to sort of demonstrate what this horse sense school here is all about here. Our fourth and final simulation here is going to be simulating reading a book in the library, because sometimes if you're real unfortunate, what?
No.
What's the issue with that?
This is too much.
This is even more nothing than before.
We're gonna be reading.
Nothing.
No, you don't understand. We're gonna be reading The Origin of Race and Civilization,
and then you're gonna
as studied and verified from science, history, and the Holy Scriptures. You have no reason to believe that.
It's probably
No, hold on. Don't be judging a book by its cover. There, this is just sort of a real, valid, reliable historical record there. And don't be saying things you don't have any basis for believing, like I'm gonna be throwing balls at you. What the hell is that even supposed to mean?
Everything you've had us do is absolute garbage, nonsense, and waste of our time.
We're done. We're drawing the line here. We've done our part.
Well, you know what? You two are sure a bunch of complainers over there. But you know what? You'd be complaining a little more about if you had a right to be complaining about it. That is, if I were to say that, you know, it'd be a heck of a lot worse there. A heck of a lot worse, I tell you what. If you were Israelis, that would just be some sort of real travesty there. But luckily, I was real. Hold on there, Bucko Jim. Yeah, you'd be a whole lot more unfortunate. You'd have a real right to complain there if you were Israelis. But I had a very careful and meticulous vetting process for enrollment into this school. So neither you Israelis. So you better just be grateful for that one there, bud.
So what exactly was that vetting process? Because I am Israeli. How does that work?
can't believe I let an Israeli get through my vetting process. It's almost as if I don't have my life together. I'm not properly oriented in the world. It would appear that I am not a competent cartographer such that I can be properly oriented. My hierarchical value structure here is not orienting me properly, and I haven't successfully vetted out any sort of Israeli or related sort of people here, and that I'm just not qualified to run this sort of Jerome Anderson's horse sense school for the criminally insane, for gifted young people over here. I'm not properly oriented in the world. I'm sorry, my eager and bushy-tailed and bright-eyed bushy-tailed students over here, but I'm gonna have to be closing down the horse sense school. I don't think I'm qualified to run it there. So I'm shutting down the school officially here. We're shutting it down, even though I just spent days and weeks painstakingly planning every detail of the school and all the simulations and such things. It's just a tragedy, just a travesty that I can't be doing. Well, I guess I got sort of nothing better to do, sort of nothing worthwhile to do with my time over here. So I guess I'll just take a whole bunch of Tylenol tablets and go on a sort of a psychedelic trip here to escape reality as a coping mechanism with all my grief. You call it like the dark night of the soul in a 3x story structure. It's where I'm real sad and sorts of things, and then we're gonna have a transformative experience on the Tylenol. All right, we're going in here. We're doing the thing here. Oh boy. Oh, that's strong stuff. That's real strong there. Oh, I'm traveling through the desert of my mind here. I'm adventuring here on my psychedelic sort of trip here. Oh, look at this! I've met some sort of messenger from another universe. He wants it off. Oh, gosh darn it! There goes my flip flop there. I guess you gotta give me this one here. Is that what you want? Is that what you want there? Aha! Yeah, you thought, yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is really well thought out. Down there, right there. Oh, you should just heroin, you should inject it. I got the letters mixed up here. Oh Lord, I'm in excruciating pain. I had an amazing, crazy drug trip, and now I've had a realization, and I'm transformed as a human being in the world. I'm not afraid of Israelis anymore. I'm not even a little bit terrified to the core of my being. So that's great. So the horse sense school doesn't have to close, so we can keep it open and really help some people out here with orienting themselves in the world. Oh boy, do I have good news for you boys. We don't have to close the horse sense school because I've transformed as a human being, and I'm not afraid of Israelis anymore. Oh, you're still here, are you? But it's no problem at all, because I'm not afraid, because I'm not terrified to the core of my being of citizens of Israel. That's not even true anymore, because I'm transformed. I had a psychedelic drug trip. It's extremely powerful stuff.
So, just so you know, both my parents are Israeli citizens, but I'm an American citizen.
So you're not a citizen of the country of Israel?
Not anymore, no.
You're not even at all, not even politically a citizen of Israel.
Is that the
Well,
problem?
why didn't you just say that to begin with there? Well, you're just another shrimpling like all the rest of them then, aren't you then?
Oh, our time's up.
Yep. Nope, we're out of here.
Oh, so you're just gonna go ahead and leave there?
Yeah, it's
Boys.
been something.
Yep, it's been.
All right.
Nope. Between picking up trash and this, I think I'd rather pick up trash.
I don't know, at least they wait for community service.
So for some sort of unanticipated sort of hiccups here, we're going to be closing down, unrelated to anything that may or may not have just taken place, just sort of by my own decision on my own here that I'm making independently. We're closing down the Horse Sense School because I'm really kind of a genius in the field of philosophy here, and I think my skills would be better utilized just researching and thinking, just isolating myself a lot and thinking a lot and writing just full time as my job, just remaining in complete isolation for a long period of time there. That'd be a better use of my skills than trying to explain these unbelievably complex ideas to little shrimplings over here, over in this, or like there, or over here, or something like that. So, alright, thanks for watching. So Jerome Anderson signing off there.